Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are sharing with you 3 of the top things that you can literally do right now to expedite your journey to union. Watch this video. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here today. If you don't already know, I'm Serena.
And I'm James.
And we are Life After Union. We make these twin flame videos to help you in your spiritual awakening journey, your twin flame ascension, and your conscious relationships. So if you guys have ever felt on this journey like you were stuck, like you weren't able to move forward, like you just keep spinning your wheels in circles and circles and circles, we are going to give you 3 things that you can literally start implementing right now to get on the track to reunion faster. So today's an exciting video because these are 3 things that literally anybody can do. You can be in any stage of the twin flame journey, and these are going to be 3 important things that are going to help you move forward on your journey. So with that being said, the first thing is focus on yourself. So this is super important because we get so wrapped up most of the time about them. We always are putting, even if we're going through conflicts, like even if we're like with them, we get so focused on them. Like I even catch myself in cycles all the time where I'm like putting my energy so much on you and putting my focus so much on you, and I need to like constantly like readjust it back onto myself and like refocus on myself. So if you're feeling stuck on the twin flame journey, you need to actually focus on yourself and come inward. Yeah, exactly like you're showing. Do you have anything to say on that matter?
I mean, I think this is something that it takes a lot of time and practice, and this is not something that, once you come into union stops. You have to continuously focus on yourself throughout your journey, throughout life itself, no matter what stage of life or your journey that you are on. So it's an ongoing process. You've got to keep bringing that intent and that concentration back inward.
Yeah. And what about for somebody that is like, you know, those obsessive thoughts about your twin, or you go look them up on social media and you start scrolling, you start thinking about them, you start rereading old messages. Like, is that bad to do you think? Or like when it comes to focusing on yourself, like in what capacity, you know?
I personally feel that it's not bad as long as it's not becoming obsessive. If that's your entire personality is just kind of stalking your twin flame and going through old messages and not actually ever doing anything more than that, then yes, it would be considered to be negative. But if you're doing that in a way that helps you feel more connected to that person, but you're still doing the work within yourself, on yourself, then I don't see that being negative. I could see that actually being positive in some ways, because you're trying to create that connection through a spiritual aspect or an energetic aspect, if not being able to do it in a
physical way.
aspect.
Yeah, I think that's very true. I also think, like, as we're talking about this, it's a very common misconception because a lot of people will give this advice and a lot of people will say, like, focus on yourself, and then that leads people to believe that it's bad if they think about their twin flame. And I don't think this is true at all, you guys. From people that have worked directly with twin flames and are twin flames ourselves, like, it's impossible not to think about your twin flame, okay? Especially, like, they're going to pop into your head, if not frequently, then from time to time. You know, they are going to come into your consciousness because you share the same soul. So of course you're going to end up thinking about them. Now, as you were saying before, it's about the degree of which you are thinking of them and the emotions associated when thinking about them, right? So like, let's say like you're thinking about them and they hurt you and all you're thinking about is negative stuff, right? And you're thinking about them, or you're dwelling on them needing to complete you, or, you know, like something like that. If it's draining your energy, and this is where you, again, when you focus on yourself, you'll be able to attune to this, because you'll be able to know, is this draining me energy or is it giving me energy? Like I remember one point within our journey, it was like within the first couple weeks of us meeting each other, and I realized like, oh, we're meant to have such a strong connection and so much energy created between the two of us, because that's meant to go out into the world and serve other people, right? Like we're meant to be overflowing each other and ourselves so that we can go and serve other people. And in that capacity, it's really good to think about your twin flame if it gives you energy. But if you're thinking about your twin flame and it's depleting you, or you don't have strong energetic boundaries, and maybe they're going through something emotional on some level, and you're feeling that from them, that's where you again need to focus back on yourselves and kind of almost tune them out in a way, but not resist the thoughts of thinking about them. It's very natural to think about them and wonder what's going on with them.
I mean, from a place of abundance, not lack.
Yes.
And abundance is a positive aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Which then kind of leads us or segues us into number 2, which is cultivating your own conditions of inner union. Okay, so this is all about doing the work, and this can be a vast number of things. This could be healing past life traumas, this could be uniting your inner masculine and feminine, this can be any number of different areas or modes of healing, right? This could be, working on forgiveness, this could be working on non-attachment and transcending duality. It just depends where you're at in the journey, what it is you're going to be focusing on. And you guys, if you are somebody that has really struggled and are feeling lost and are feeling like stuck in your journey, that is where our Twin Flame Path to Awakening comes in. Because you guys, we literally take you through like every step that we have been through and every step that every twin flame that we have worked with have been through. Now, granted, in various degrees of severity, right? But we cover so much in this program. And we are now taking applications for April 2025. So quick insight, this is a 6-month-long program with one-on-one sessions throughout the program. This is like it's almost twice as long as the original program. So we actually have given ourselves so much space to dive deeper into all of the aspects of healing, especially like the wounds that we have sustained from childhood and our early relationships, plus literally practical tools to help you live in alignment with who you want to be. So many people get stuck where they go into this 5D state, they're blissed out, they have all this wisdom, but then they have no idea how to implement it into their real life to manifest the life that they're trying to live. And this is where we come in with literally practical conscious relationship tools to help like literally catalyze that journey for you. So if you are looking to elevate your twin flame journey and heal and grow with other twin flames that are on your same aligned path, you can apply to our group coaching container, the Twin Flame Path to Awakening. Again, we are taking applications from now until April 1st. Also, from now until March 8th, we are in our pre-sale season. So you get a discount on the course. You can check any information down below, but you're getting $400 off if you sign up before March 8th. So just keep that in mind. Early bird discount for pre-sale, and sign up now. So let's get back into the video. That's my spiel. But basically what you want to do is you want to cultivate that inner union within yourself. You want to become that twin flame union within first, right? Because whatever you want to see on a physical level has to be attained within first. You have to create it from within in order to see it from without. So if you're looking for a twin flame union, what you can do right now is begin treating yourself as if you were your twin flame. Like, how would they treat you? How would they, what would they give to you? What would they bring to your life? Just start doing those things for yourself.
Yeah, really coming to union with yourself, accepting who you are, accepting your flaws, accepting every little microscopic part of yourself in order to be like, this is who I am. I accept that. I don't want to change that. I am me. No one else can be me. Only me. And really just truly accepting that. And once you can accept you for who you are, everything else kind of falls into place. And I think that is a big part that a lot of people tend to overlook when it comes to these very in-depth relationships, is they look past the fact that I need to really be happy with myself, that even if I don't go into union, I am still ultimately actually going to be happy with myself, where I'm at and my life and my choices. Once you can get to that point, it's generally speaking when we end up actually finding these twin flame relationships where we actually get into this deep dive where we can really grow with somebody.
Yeah. And also, you guys, to second to your point, when you actually are in inner union, from a personal standpoint, it feels so good that you actually don't really care if your twin flame is with you or not, which is what makes you magnetic to attract them, right? Because you're releasing the fact that you even need them, or you might still want them, but you're releasing the fact that that means anything to you, right? You're becoming very neutral to it because you feel so good and whole and fulfilled within yourself that you're like, nothing could be better than this. And that's what your twin flame ultimately is always pushing you towards in every step of the way, in every conflict, in every trigger, in every moment. They're not actually pushing you closer to them. They're pushing you closer to yourself. And because it's a shared soul, the closer you get to yourself, the closer you get to them, and the closer your connection becomes. So it actually works very symbiotically, and the only way to them is through you. Does that make sense?
The only way in is through.
Yeah. 100%. Let us know in the comments, does it make sense? And then the third thing. So the third thing that you can do right now, regardless where you are in your journey, is start taking action. Okay, don't get stuck in this perpetual waiting scenario where it's like, oh well, I will start doing this when I have that. I will start living when I have my twin flame. I will move to the place I want to move to after reunion. I will pick up the job and go back to school after that. Like, no, you're going to be waiting forever. If you put your life on hold for another person, you will always be waiting. You have to start taking action now. And I will say, just again on a practical level, one of the easiest ways that I find to help you understand what it is that you actually need to start taking action on is to write yourself a letter from yourself of the perspective that you've already achieved all the things you want to achieve, right? Let's say that's twin flame union. You're already in twin flame union. What is it like? What are you doing? Where are you living? Who are you with? Like, what is your soul tribe? You know, like, do you have kids? Do you have an incredible group of friends? Like, is it over the internet? Is it in person? Like, what sports are you doing? What's going on in your life having achieved this thing? And then bring that back to where you are today and start saying, okay, these are the things I want to be doing. Let me take a step every single week or every single day to start aligning myself to that life. Maybe it's starting to take piano lessons or guitar lessons. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel. Maybe it's, just going out with friends and, being more social and allowing yourself to have that community that you've always wanted to have, to be surrounded by people who love and accept you. Again, if you want to be surrounded by people who love and accept you, you got to sign up for Twin Flame Path to Awakening, because this is like the safest space ever. We have created this beautiful safe space where you can literally come and pour your soul out about Twin Flame stuff, where I don't know anybody else that's doing anything like this. So I think we are very unique in what we are offering, and what we're offering is absolutely incredible. So definitely sign up. And yeah, so you have to start taking action, no matter what it is. And we talked a little bit before this video. You said, about clear communication and like reaching out to that person. And if that's in your scope, yeah, in your wheelhouse, and you're able to do that, start reaching out to that person, or, like start taking the actions that you need to take, any area of your life of who you want to become.
Don't be afraid to take the steps, whether it be if you have communication with them, saying like, I really feel like I'd like to come to union with you, or you've been sitting, you're like, oh, I've really wanted to join doing whatever sport, or you want to start art, or whatever it might be. Just start, because until you actually try do the thing, you're never going to know whether it actually was for you or not. And that could be, say for instance, like me, you want to start surfing. Maybe you start in a month and you're like, this is really not for me. Then maybe it's the best thing in the world. It could be that you see your twin flame and you go something like, I'd really like to be with you. They could be like, I feel the same. And you're like, fantastic. They could be like, I don't feel that way. You're like, okay, cool. Well, now I know. Maybe they're just not the right place yet. You got to build through these things in order to find out what it is you actually do or don't want. Because a lot of times I feel we tend to assume what we want without actually trying it and figuring out for ourselves if it is actually something that we want or not.
Or we even say, like, we know what we want, like we dream our dreams, but then we cut ourselves down as to why it's not going to work, and why it can't work out, and we like instantly like clobber our own dreams. And so like when you just start taking action, and there's like a quote out there that says like, action alleviates anxiety or something like that. Like if you have all of these things that you want to do, but yet you have so much anxiety built up around starting, you have to just start, whether you feel ready or not. Like you have to do it scared anyways, because that action actually is what takes away the fear and takes away the anxiety. And when you get outside your comfort zone, the only way to become comfortable is to keep doing it over and over and over and over again. So keep doing the things that scare you, because it does take courage to move in the direction of your dreams. It takes a massive amount of courage, but one single step every single day compounded on 1 or 2 years, you can be living a radically different life than what you are living right now.
Yeah.
Bam!
Totally agree.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, put it down below. Yeah, we're doing actually a new promotion also where you can ask us any question, pretty much anonymously. We're just asking for like a first name, but it doesn't have to be your real first name. It's just something for us to refer to you as. So when you ask your question and it's responded to, you know that it's you. So you can use any name that you want. But yeah, so we're doing a new promotion, so you can check the links down below, ask us any question, and we will respond to it on videos or social media, so that your questions can actually then help other people who are going through the same thing on the twin flame journey. So I think this is super exciting. I'm very excited to see what you guys are going to ask, and help us create more content, help us help more people. And I think it's a win-win scenario all the way around. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Sending you lots and lots of love, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.